Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If you've been on the internet over the last several months, you've probably seen at least one video of Walter Mr. Tendnernism Johnson. Walter is the viral sensation pitmaster for a place called Destination Smokehouse, located in Murrieta, California. Walter recently got a visit from a very famous food reviewer named Keith Lee. Keith goes around dropping off major tips. I'm talking about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 tips to people in the restaurant business. He had one for Walter after he got through testing the food out and everything, but Walter, security was so tight, Keith never got to meet him. And thus, Walter missed out on probably his biggest tip in his pitmaster career. Check it out.
Me and my family are currently in Murrieta, California, and this, in my opinion, is the most anticipated video I've ever done. In my hand is food from Destination Smokehouse, with the Tendnernism. My whole mission today to see, in my opinion, is the food actually Tendnernism, or do I just love watching Unc? Let's find out together. I got it, let's try it, and rate 1 through 10. We spent $129.77. The customer service my family said was very good. This food was quick. It only took us 10 minutes to get it. And Unc is here, but Unc walk around with 4 different security guards, which I fully understand because people probably bombarding him non-stop. So I'm gonna show you the thing I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 through 10. Holiday yams, mac and cheese, coleslaw, 2 orders of Texas toast, 4 sides of barbecue sauce, and a 3-meat plate. I got a beef rib, some oxtail, and some brisket. We gonna start with what I came here for, the beef rib. I didn't touch it, I didn't do nothing. This how it came. To me, it looked like it's sliced. It looked like they slit it straight down the back. So when I pick it up,
it's already on.
That's what happened. I'm gonna pick it up and see if it fall off the bone. Well, there ain't no bone in here. I'm gonna just see if it fall apart. It do not.
Oh yeah.
This thing ain't going nowhere. The most important is how it tastes. Let's see. It's very smoky. I think it could definitely be more salt added to this. But right now, I just taste smoke and a lot of peppercorns, which is a very good plus. It's juicy. You can see it's all on my beard. It's all on my lips. Top of there. That barbecue sauce is sweet, and I think exactly that's what it needs. Again, a little more salt will take this a long way. But as is, I'm at a 7.5 out of 10. This might be the Tendnernisms that we were talking about. This oxtail. It's tender now. Now that's tender. Just the meat.
Where's that?
Now, if I had glasses, I'm throwing the glasses on the floor. That is delicious. Fantastic, man. Actually, tender, juicy, peppery, smoky, salty. That might be the best oxtail I've ever had. It's top 3 and it ain't 3. I'm supposed to be tasting. I'm on my 3rd bite.
I'm trying to get it together.
Delicious. For me, personally, 9.7 out of 10.
It's the peppery. Good. And this is tender. I'm going with a 9.5.
All right, this the brisket. It ain't going nowhere. Oh, there we go. A little bit of pull action. This is extremely over seasoned, in my opinion, when it comes from not only a sodium level, but also a flavor level. That's a decent brisket, in my opinion. 6.5 out of 10. This nigga from Texas. I got somebody from Texas with me. Shout out there.
Yeah, that's a juice piece.
You smoking? 8.7.
This the mac and cheese. I don't know if this is oil or if this is a lighting, but
Butter starts separating from the noodle.
The cheese completely separated and almost curdled. I don't know what noodle that is. This is the noodle. Not a fan of that at all. Okay, this the yam. Okay, now that's
Tender.
Sweet, cinnamon, a lot of spices and flavors. 8 out of 10. For me, the standout is absolutely the oxtail. But past the oxtail, the standout is Unc. Not only, in my opinion, is it extremely hard to get people engaged like that, to show your true personality, to be yourself, no matter how fast things take off in the space. I don't think he intended for it to go the way it's going. I think he just wants to show his love of food and his love of what it is that he's doing. I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my own bank, and we going to say happy holidays to Unc. So, update. We could not get to Unc. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast. We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was gonna give him a hand. They didn't take it, so we're not only gonna take this money and feed some people, but we just gonna do what we feel like we're supposed to do in the community with. And as always, after this, I pray and hope that they continue to reach their target audience. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
I ain't got no problem with that. Man, let me just say that Keith Lee is doing God's work. Yeah, man, that's a good brother. That is a really good brother. And I'm gonna tell you something else too, fam. His food reviews, you can tell are honest. He's not trying to pander to anybody. I've seen him do a number of reviews. And, you know, he has really nothing to gain. He's not like he's looking for anybody to give him a deal or some type of brand, a brand deal or something. He's not looking for that. He got his own money. He got paper. He got loan paper. So he's just really appears to just be doing something that he loves doing, right? Because he's giving, he's not taking. He's not asking anybody for anything free. He goes and he spends his own money for the food. And then he does his review, and then he leaves like really considerable tips. I remember he gave this one woman $3,000 in North Carolina. It was a woman in North Carolina, a black woman who had her own restaurant, and they were trying to run her out of town because I believe she was the first black restaurant. She had the first black restaurant in that particular town, and they didn't want her there. And they were leaving racial slurs and, just really trying to run her out of business. And Keith came through and rescued her. Like, he gave her a big tip, and then the people in the community just embraced her, and people just started coming off from different parts of the state, visiting her, coming in to make sure that woman could keep her doors open. So, man, that was beautiful. And I really hate that he did not get a chance to meet Pops, because, Unc, they call him Unc. I'm really surprised that they didn't allow that to happen, because I don't know if they didn't know who he was, or they maybe thought that him being a food critic, that he would be too critical of them or whatever, and they didn't want to give him the satisfaction of, being on a video and being seen in pictures with Unc or what. I don't know what that was about, but somebody should have told them who Keith Lee was when he said who he was. They should have did their research really quickly, hey, come on in, like you don't do people like that, especially people that are good. Marietta, California is not like on the beat and path. So you got to either be from there or something. It's not really close to the action. So I would assume that he probably drove out of his way to go there. He's a big fan of Unc, right? He's a big fan of him. So obviously that stung a little, right? But he took it in stride. He took the money and gave it to somebody else, fed people and all of that. But I know he really wanted to meet Unc. And I'm surprised the people around him did not make that happen. He said he had 4 different security guards, so I'm assuming that perhaps at different times he had different people following him at different times, not 4 at one time, because I don't see how he can have that personal type of touch, right, that he have on the videos, and then when you come to the restaurant, he got people surrounding him and you can't even get to him. You can't even say hello or nothing, I would think that he would be one of those dudes that would be in there and just taking pictures, because people are coming to that restaurant for the food, but they're coming just as much to lay eyes on Unc and perhaps get a picture with Unc. That's why I think Keith Lee went out of his way to go there. He was like, man, this is like one, I think he said, my most anticipated or one of my most anticipated videos, which means that, look, man, I'm coming here for because you can get you can get tender ribs in a lot of places. You can get fall off the bone meat at a lot of restaurants. You ain't got to go to that particular place. But is a character. You know, he does have that wholesome type persona. You know, he reminds you of, you know, your aunt, your granddad or somebody like that, really down to earth type of dude. So I'm surprised that Keith Lee's experience was like that with him. Sometimes when you are a celebrity, you have people around you that be doing too much. Because you have other people serving as a buffer between you and, let's say, fans or the public, you don't know all the time when people are trying to reach out to you. So it may come off as Pops being too fly, trying to be, you know, too much of this and acting like he this or that. But it's quite possible that Keith Lee came and left without Pops even knowing who he was or even knowing that he was there, even if he did know who he was. It's possible that Pops did not know of that interaction. It's possible that he did not know that Keith Lee was in the house. And that ain't cool at all, because you can miss a lot of blessings by having the wrong people around you. And that is my point today. That is the information I want to give you right now today. Don't let the people around you block your blessings. No more talk.